This week's Torah portion, Lech Lecha, is the story of Abraham, the first Jew, his relationship with God, his accomplishments. And in the midst of it all, we read about an interesting happening, a world war that took place during his lifetime. And he was engaged in that war. How so? There were different kingdoms that were fighting with each other. And the kingdom of Sodom also got involved in that battle. And they lost the battle, and the people were taken captive. And among the people was Avram's nephew, a man by the name of Lot, and he was taken captive. And Avram heard about it. He went to fight with the kings that took them, and he was victorious, and he redeemed the people from Sodom, including his nephew Lot. When he comes back, the king of Sodom goes out there to him to greet Avram, and he just tells Avram the famous words in this week's portion: "Ten li hanefesh, give me the people, give me just the people. You can keep the spoils of war." Of course, Avram doesn't keep anything. He gives all the people back to Sodom, and everyone is happy. But our sages tell us that those words, the words that the king uses to tell Avram to give him the people, is ten li hanefesh, give me the soul. That's what he means, of course, the people. But the word that he uses is soul. And our sages tell us that this is really a call from God to every single Jew. We're made up of body and soul. But in our daily lives, when you think about the last 24 hours and think honestly, how much time was dedicated to your body and its needs, and how much time was dedicated to your soul and her needs? And every day God gives us our soul. He puts our soul back into our body for a day of life, and He calls to us. When He gives it to us, He says to us, "Ten li hanefesh, give me the soul. Give me that which belongs to me. Take care of your body, go make a living, eat, drink, do your exercise, sleep, do whatever you need. But ten li hanefesh, give me some soul." Don't neglect one of the most important part of our lives, of our existence. You think about it, our life is primarily preoccupied with the here and the now. Everything we do is about now, about today, my living today, a little bit of tomorrow, we think about the future. But our soul, the eternity of our existence, we give it so little thought. And that's the call of the hour, ten li hanefesh. This is true individually, and it's true collectively. You think about the Jewish people, our lives, even our Jewish life. Think, we bemoan the fact that our youth are leaving the synagogues. They don't want to come. And there's articles written about this, lectures given about this. Why is it? And research is done on it. It's very simple. The youth are telling us why. Because they come to these beautiful buildings, they come to these beautiful centers, and they look for some soul. Ten li hanefesh, they say, give me some soul. And they're not being given any soul. It's very superficial in a lot of cases. Bar mitzvahs. Think about the last 5 bar mitzvahs you went to before COVID. It's extravaganzas. Some people put on an extravaganza to outdo their neighbor, who outdid her neighbor or his neighbor, and it doesn't end. And you say, ten li hanefesh, put some soul into this experience. Where's the soul of it? And we wonder why the youth is leaving it all. They're not interested. And that's the call of the hour. And I don't want to be negative, of course. We've accomplished tremendous things. But we have to think personally. How much soul are you giving to God? How much soul are you giving yourself? Because if you did give yourself and God your soul, if you would dedicate a little more time to the needs of the soul, you'd be a much happier person. Your body would be so much more tranquil. And your whole life will become so much more peaceful. So ten li hanefesh, give God some soul. Give yourself the soul, because it's really the most important part of our life. It's true with everything. Your food could be soulful. Your sleep could be soulful. Your vacation could be soulful. And God wants to take nothing of that away from you. Enjoy it all. But ten li hanefesh, give it some soul. Give it some content. You go to work 8 hours a day. What's the purpose? Find a purpose. Find the nefesh. Find the soul of it and give it to God. You owe it to yourself. So when you go to sleep tonight and when you wake up tomorrow, hear those words. Ten li hanefesh. Give me the nefesh. Give me some soul. Have a wonderful Shabbos and go dedicate some time for your soul. That's what Shabbos is all about. To dedicate more time. That's why we don't work. We're more soulful. So this is the time to think about that and enjoy that. Shabbat Shalom.